All right. I think I know. The whiskey one.
The frisky whiskey?
Yeah. That's what I want. Ooh. What's up, everybody? Double tap the screen as you come in. It's lunchtime. What am I going to eat for lunch? What's up, Mari Mari? Missed you last night, Mari Mari. You must have been under the bed somewhere. I was waiting for your. Hope it's not too loud in here. It's a little loud, but hope it ain't too loud. I am Miss Ricks. What's going on? Richmond, Virginia. You getting a $3.99, $3.99 Whopper? Are you getting it with onions and pickles, no lettuce? Like I get? What's up, Miss Candace? Oh, they do have the shrimp teppanyaki rice. I think that's all I have. That ooh, God, did they spare me the peas and the carrots? Oh, crispy shrimp. I don't know about no crispy shrimp. I don't know if I want crispy shrimp though.
Have a good one.
You was helping a client, but my oh, did you catch the replay? It was something else, wasn't it? It was something else. You had to do it again, huh, Miss Candace? I really had a good time. Thank you. You know this. Oh, go ahead. Oh, you know this. The shrimp teppanyaki rice, crispy shrimp. Do I have to have that? That's the same one they put on the little.
Surf and turf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Can I get like regular shrimp?
Grilled shrimp?
Grilled shrimp?
Yeah. We just have to do that.
Okay. Do they put it in anything? Oh, you have that other kind of sauce on that, like that. It's like the hot and spicy sauce a little bit. Okay. So yeah, I want the shrimp teppanyaki rice with the grilled shrimp. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good conversation. I really appreciate having it with Regina. Hope you guys did subscribe to Regina at the Juice Radio and Talk Show. So, what's up, Keisha? Catching the replay from last night. Marvin Sapp is going to be at Mount. Oh, is he? Oh, because he's in California. Are, is the reunion tour? The reunion tour is in Oakland Friday. Are they in LA on Saturday? So he gonna got him a gig. What's up, Ann Brock? I sure would have loved to have you on that panel, to talking with us last night about with Regina. What's up, Faith? It's a Substance Creed Bay. Good to see you. I'm excited. I'm going to the reunion tour on Friday, so really excited about doing that. Tonight, I'm going to go see the Luther Vandross movie. It's not in my city, so I'm gonna take a little drive to another city to go check it out. It's only in select cities, so I put it on the community board. So check it out on the community board. I put the link for the tickets as well on there. Yeah, so that's going to be exciting. I'm excited to check that out tonight. Impromptu, happened to see it. I said, you know what? I can take a little drive tonight. I only worked half day today because y'all, I had to settle down and go back to my dentist, y'all. I went back to the dentist I was trying to get away from, but I said, listen, I need my teeth cleaned. So I said, I'll go ahead, and now I got 6 months to figure out a new dentist. I got 6 months. Double tap the screen for me, everybody. Yes, I know. Ain't that crazy, Nicola? It's a special preview that they're only having tonight on the Luther Vandross movie. So it's only in select cities. I put it on the community wall. You can click on there to check out the cities if they're in your city or a nearby city. What's up, Shelby? What's up, Ray? No. I didn't go to the dentist in the shopping center. I went to the dentist that I was trying to find something else, and I ended up at the shopping center. But no, I did not go to the shopping center. No, I went on to the other dentist, and baby, that girl, and I don't like her, and I couldn't complain because I always complain about her because she's just too much. I can deal with pain, but she's just way too much. Oh, Sunday in LA. Oh, okay, that's why he's finding him a preaching gig. Okay. Well, Marvin gonna tell y'all, Marvin, he preaches okay. He'll just sing, maybe he'll sing y'all more than he preach. I'm not really interested in Marvin preaching, Marvin Sapp. But anyway, she was in my mouth like Shanae was on that woman's toes in that episode of Martin when she broke out the saw, the electric saw, and was doing her feet and her, like that woman did my mouth like that today. That's why I don't like her. I was like, why in the world are you so rough with my mouth? What's going on? Yeah, I'm early. This drink, what's the name of this drink again?
Frisky whiskey.
Frisky whiskey. It is wonderful. I get it all the time. I forget how good it is. Could you go ahead and write down the ingredients for me? Get it home and Myra's feet. Yeah, let me tell you, she was on my teeth like she was on Myra's feet in Martin. I mean, literally, I had water dripping down my neck. She was telling me, oh, Greg, just, you know how you have to clamp and so that all that stuff in your mouth can go down the little thing. Close your mouth. I was like, ooh, they done told you I don't like you. Okay, all right, I see what they're doing up in here. That's all right. My teeth is all right now, though. But she was scraping. I shouldn't have an ounce, a tittle. I shouldn't have a tittle of plaque on my teeth the way she wore me out. I never drink dark. But see, it's dark, but it's like reddish. Oh, but I know, but whiskey is dark, but. What's up, Nicola C? And you know what? I was looking at some comments last night on the video, and the video's doing well. I'm glad everybody is checking it out. And I'm glad we were able to add another perspective into what we were told. We all know that we're always told things about Jakes and other people. There's never any evidence. It's always what people did, you know, their account of it. There's never any proof. We've been dealing with this, you know, kind of publicly since the end of last year. I mean, there's people probably been saying things, swirling things around about Jakes for years, but we've been dealing with this particular, you know, accusations since about the end of 23. So, you know, I just found it really, I still don't feel that this guy is reformed, delivered, set free. That's my opinion. You know, just getting out of prison, you violated multiple times, you convicted multiple times, and we're supposed to sit back and just take your word that, you know, of what Jakes did to you 35 years ago. Is Jakes innocent? I don't think so. I don't think anyone is innocent. I think everyone has done things in their past that they regret or may have done differently after thinking. Okay, I don't need you in here putting a whole bunch of scriptures, all right? That ain't this kind of chat. I'm going to time you out. I don't need you to preach on your own channel. Put all the scriptures you want on your social media. Don't put them on the St. James Show. We got some real intelligent, spirit-filled people here who read the Bible on the regular. And if they don't read it on the regular, they got it bound up in their heart. It was very much V. Terrell Hill. It was. But, you know, I mean, and you would think, oh, Larry put him on his show. Didn't V. Terrell Hill just do this to you? Why would you come back and do it to TDJ? That's what I'm saying. You got to consider sources around here, y'all. You got to consider where this stuff is coming from and the the hidden agendas behind it. No, I don't think he's over it, Breezy B214. I really don't think he's over it. I don't think he's delivered and set free. I just think he is finding an opportunity. He found a large platform through Larry Reed to tell his story. There's no proof. There's no, it's just saying what he did. And we still never heard any actual physical things that supposedly he did. There was a missed kiss. There was a hug, and I don't like it at all myself. I don't. And people would say, and they said we were being biased. A couple of people, not a lot. I think one or two people said, oh, well, you guys were being biased. No, me and Regina were not being biased. We were sitting there trying to ask you, trying to make you think. Can we think? Can we think without somebody just telling you what happened? Can we look at all sides? Yeah, he's trying to sell books. And what's up, Lokovich?
I do not.
What's up, my McMillionaire? When you come in, just chill out for a minute. Just listen. Larry jumps when he has something. Yes, Larry will jump if anything has to do with Jake's. He's going to jump on it. But like I said, we've sat and we've listened to accusations against Larry with the same thing with multiple people. So I just don't understand how are we supposed to sit back and say, oh, okay, I believe you. I believe, people that are coming on your show talking about it and, we're going to believe it and take it as gospel. No, we're going to listen to it. We're going to assess it, but we're going to ask questions. If something is not clear, you're telling us some highlights. But that middle part is missing. So glad I found this live. I just watched it. Oh, so you watched it. Culture, did you watch our video from last night? Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes. Can I get some soy sauce and some more of this, that sweet sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm having some fried rice and shrimp. That looks good, doesn't it? It's tasty. So we're going to listen. We're going to assess. We're just not going to take your word for it. We need more than a hug and more than I'm going to take care of you for life. First of all, like somebody had pointed out in the comments, I love when it's over and y'all start putting these comments in. Because somebody pointed out in the comment, at that time, Jakes wasn't even at the point to be taking care of nobody for life. He was barely sitting there getting preaching gigs. He wasn't the Dallas, he was still the West Virginia Jakes. He wasn't the Dallas, Texas Jakes. Thank you for subscribing. It's so much stuff unsaid, we have to question it. And we're not victim shaming or anything like that. We're just saying, okay, you've said this, we've heard this, we know that the person that is presenting you has a vendetta against Jakes. So you're gonna have to come with a little bit more than just he hugged me and tried to kiss me and said he was going to take care of me for the rest of my life, and I'm the only one that you're going to sleep with. With the gap in his teeth, there's a whole bunch of gaps, Jacko. There's a whole bunch of gaps going on. Thank you. Yes, perfect. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of gaps that we're just, and at this point, we just have to chop it up as you just trying to sell books. At this point, that's all we need to chop it up as. Did they take the tails off of these? No, they didn't. You have another little, oh yes they did. A little plate. Thank you. Double tap the screen, everybody, if you would be so kind. Got to tell them to take these peas out of here. Can't stand peas. Thank you. Right. Jake's is still at the storefront, Country Backwoods Church, and you're trying to convince us that he told you he's going to take care of you for the rest of your life. First of all, again, Somebody's giving you that kind of attention and saying they're going to take care of you. What did you do for them? You said you read a scripture for them at church. Y'all took them to dinner. At 18, you're taking the man to his birthday dinner. I'm not sure why the deacons and people didn't take him. But y'all just can't throw stuff. Y'all already did that before. Y'all did that with Manasseh and everything else. Y'all threw a whole bunch of stuff. You said there were 3 extra other guys that were going to come forward, which never came forward. And you chop it up. They chop it up as, oh, they got paid off. Well, no, you don't know that. Now you're trying to put something else on Jake's. Oh, now he's paying off victims. And what he, right, Shelby, right. There's been accusations way worse than what Jakes has been accused of by the folks presenting this man. Come on now, Jesse. Buddha was very detailed. He told us how it happened, what he used when it happened, some pink oil moisturizer. I'm just saying, he was very detailed. This guy left out a lot of stuff, which leads us to believe you can't jump from A to G, and then from G to R, and then to Z. No, we need line by line, precept upon precept. If you're gonna come out and accuse somebody, don't say no. We don't have the right to ask. No, you're coming out and accusing people, so you need to come out and do line by line, precept upon precept, so we can get with you.
No.
But see,
I threw them away.
this one is hard to get with, y'all. You have so much to say. I may have to come up later, Ray, and let y'all just say it. Oh, I'll be in, but I'm gonna go tonight. I'm gonna be checking out that Luther Vandross movie, so I'm not gonna be live tonight. But save it, Ray, because this is something that needs to be talked about, because it's just so much. And you know, my platform, I allow you to just say what you want to say, long enough you're respectful. We don't have no alliances over here. We ain't got no alliance with Jakes, and we ain't got no alliance with Youngblood, and we ain't got one with Larry. We just talk. This mess is good. The Eternal Artist said they just don't believe it, bottom line. And then to say what Watkins said that, oh, I know what you've been through. I know what he did to you. And you turn around knowing all this. Somebody in that chat said that Youngblood was a hot tail running around there, trying to sleep with all the preachers. That's what somebody in the chat said on the comments. Because he was very young hanging around all those preachers. He was very young. And he had a whole bunch of trauma way before he met Jakes. He says his daddy was a perv. You know, the whole family was a perv. So if any man did anything to him, he was definitely going to take it in as they were just, you know, the men that had taken advantage of him over the years. What's up, Tracy? They gonna be on my face because I got the camera a certain way. I don't have anything to hold it up. Deal with it. It won't be like that on the replay. It's just while I'm live. Y'all too much. Y'all so demanding. All these people demanding. Make sure you use $ St. James, the St. James Show, or $ St. James Show. Y'all got a lot of demands and requests. I don't think I've seen y'all send any cash apps. Let me be like William now. You start demanding stuff. I'm gonna need you to send a offering in, a donation. Then I may consider it, considering depending on the amount. I'll be doing too much. Just come on in and sit down.
I know my pores.
No, I'm not. But anyway, so I'm glad that I have some free thinkers over here and some people who are open to just, giving people the benefit of the doubt. Listen, I give Youngblood the benefit of the doubt, and I give Jakes the benefit of the doubt. But when I bring up Youngblood's actual, factual convictions, that kind of puts him to a place where I would be quiet, because the way you have showed out and abused teen boys, I don't think you need to be coming out accusing anybody of anything. And we're not talking about accusations. We're talking about convictions. You can tell he had an active imagination. Well, you see the way he talks. He's very articulate. He's very, so it's very, to the blind eye, to the undiscerned type of person, you would take what he says for gospel. I found his sermons on YouTube. He preached all the way till he got locked up. My God, today. So he didn't have no remorse, Ray. He was preaching. He was carrying on. He called the church from jail. The wife started pastoring the church. Come on, Ray. Come on with the details. And only stopped because he got locked up. I believe that, Breezy. Yeah, it's offensive to victims to overlook his convictions. Yeah, we're going to overlook his convictions, and we're going to attack Jake's. That's what we're going to do, everybody. We're going to overlook Duane Youngblood's multiple convictions and parole violations. We're going to overlook that he was having sex with a teen boy in the church. Sex with a teen boy in the parking lot of a movie theater. Calling on the phone, violating his parole. Calling minors on the phone, having inappropriate conversations with them. And we're going to go after TD Jakes. Okay. All right. Okay. Just because you hate TD Jakes, you're going to put him on. So he's 57 or 58. His wife is 52. So she's been dealing with this. And Ray, she's been pretty much approving all this and being complacent in all this since they got married when he was 21, I guess. Somebody said they got married when he was 21 or in his 20s or whatever. I don't think we will have a real deal because I think there was probably some inappropriateness there, some age gaps that should have been talked about back in the day. Thank you, K Sharp. We're kind of recapping that now. That's what I'm saying. I don't have much respect, Shelby, of spouses hanging with people like that have more. It's not about, ooh, I did it one time. I got caught up. I got this, other circumstances, even though blah, 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 but it was against the law. But this guy, multiple times. And those are just the times he got convicted, y'all. Do you think he only did it twice because of the convictions that he got? I'm eating teppanyaki rice with some grilled shrimp. I believe it's very much orchestrated, and we know why it's orchestrated because that Manasseh stuff and that other stuff didn't hit like it was supposed to hit. It didn't destroy Bishop Jakes. So one by one, story by story, they're going to continue to go until something hits. Let me tell you this, something's going to hit all right. Something's going to hit and it's going to backfire on these folks. And it's going to be nothing that money can buy. Money ain't going to be able to get you out of it. Coming online, spinning narratives ain't going to get you out of it. We just have to sit back and listen and commentate on it. Because we playing a dangerous game. Nobody on here in this chat, I believe, they believe that Bishop Jake ain't never did nothing that he should not have done in his life. We all have done things we shouldn't have done in our life. But there is a specific vendetta that is being presented to us. It was presented like the first time was his only time, and that the probation violation was more of a mishap or minor infraction. No. That's how it was presented. That's why he talked about it, but they kind of kept going over, and they hopped right on to Watkins. They hopped right on to Jakes, and they wanted to pound that thing in our heads. What's up, T. Daniel? Jesse says definitely coached. His body language gave pre-rehearsed. Like I said, Larry was as quiet as a church mouse, letting him just run his mouth. Ooh, I love some good basil.
Do you want another drink?
And throw a basil in there for me. Yeah. Yeah, so. But you know what, y'all? There's no proof, so I think this is just another story, as we've been hearing since the P. Diddy stuff and the swallowed and, have you ever been swallowed? This is just another story, y'all, with no proof. Meanwhile, you violated another 1 year after you got convicted, and wrote your book with your ankle monitor on. Yeah, he violated while he had the ankle monitor on, y'all. He violated while he had the ankle monitor on. At this point, I don't know if they worried about the brand or it's just a different day and time now, Jesse, where we need to just get a story by any means necessary and get those clicks and views.
So like Tanya, but with an H.
That's different. All right, what other drink do you recommend then? First, you have the Paloma and the...
You like whiskey?
Whiskey.
Yeah, that's what I
can't be mixing like that. So
white and dark. Yeah, I feel you on that. You'll be bent. It's too early to be that messed up.
No, I'll be alright. That's not the problem.
Yeah.
With vodka?
Money grab to try to shut him up. Thank you. Yeah, he's testing the water to see. We have to remember, what was the information that we heard from Larry, though? With those past ones, he's always said, pay them off and shut them up. He brought the stuff out, and then he's always said, Jake should pay them off to shut him up. What did he say about Manasseh? Pay him off. See, it's all about the money. So they put him out there. Maybe they get a kickback. Maybe they agree for a kickback. Whatever TD Jakes gives you, you get a little bit of it. I don't know. Come on, Ray. It could all be true. That's fine. Okay. We're going to let that rest right there. It can all be true. That's fine. But it's the presentation of this that makes me sick. The victim to abuser to advocate narrative was the spoon to get the Jakes tea. Without Jakes, no interview. Right. What's up, Lady Wisdom? What you think about this new stuff, Lady Wisdom? Did you watch a video from last night? Me and Regina. You act like call me daddy. That's what you do. No, I'm just playing. Jesse. Someone, so nobody is capable of telling their own. Well, you can tell your own story. You can tell your own story, but you know it may not get nowhere depending on where you tell it. What's up, Mike Moore? What are your thoughts, Lady Wisdom? Yeah. And when we're talking about things like that, salacious like that, we have to consider how it's being told, who's telling the story, and then what spirit is the story being told? It's a story being told in the spirit of helping the community be more aware of what potentially can happen to your children? Or is it being told just to really damage someone's character and possibly get a money grab some kind of way, either through a hush money or through a book or through book sales? I did see that Bishop Brian Keith Williams kind of confirmed it off the record, and he was in the chat as well. But okay, Bishop Brian, what is the issue with Bishop Brian Keith Williams and T.D. Jakes? That needs to be an investigation. Why did the lights flicker? You see those lights flicker?
Yeah, I did. That's what I was looking around.
Like what's going on? Maybe you know a little bit more, Lady Wisdom. What's the deal with Bishop Brian Keith Williams and T.D. Jakes? Was there a association that didn't pop off? We can't just take, he can confirm it. Well, was he in the room with him? I don't know. There's people when they say they confirm. How are you confirming? Did you see evidence of it? Were you in the room? How did you confirm it? Just by him? Are you confirming it going off of what he told you some years ago, or you have some proof? We got to just, we really have to just kind of think about these things, y'all. Nicole C says too many holes in the stories. The water ain't clean, especially the water that he was in the bathtub with, huh? Telling your story and taking accountability versus placing blame is that, yes, because he put a lot of blame. I went through this on my childhood, blah blah blah. Blah. But now he gonna get more louder because he's on speakerphone. It was the continued violations for me after the convictions. He said he heard Larry's Manasseh Jake story from jail and knew he wanted to bring this to him. Ops linking up is what it is, because
unless I grab the folder from the internet department.
He's just gonna be told his story of his own, and he still would have spread.
I had a reprint. I reprinted credit, reprinted insurance.
Whether they were located in Ohio, offended cars, or would take care of them the rest of their lives. What did they name Michael Marcus? Yeah, but my thing is, at that time, relax your soul. It was not.
Then we can discuss this.
It was not. Jakes was not in a place at that time to take care of barely his family. That was West Virginia Jakes. That wasn't Dallas Jakes. Let's see why he was 35 years. And you know what, Mike Moore? My issue is I'm not going to damage him. Damn.
As of right now, I don't have that fucking asset. That's Nick. That's his job. I remind him they're supposed to take care of it. Just like
I'm not going to.
That's what I expect of my manager.
Tell him where, what time.
Next month I will be.
I'm not going to tell him. No, you're good. Go ahead. Do your job. Don't worry. Don't worry about me.
You're getting mad at the seller who's below you.
Okay.
Don't worry. We'll be be the same level next month, nigga.
Hold on, hold on.
That's cap. That's
Mike
cap.
Moore, I'm not the age that he's coming out with. I'm not going to damage him or say he should be a certain age to tell his story. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, regardless of when you tell your story with proof and receipts, so we can back your story, so we can agree with you, so we can empathize with you or sympathize with you. You can't tell your story just to link up with Jake's ops to try to damage his character even more. Oh, Brian has also always only spoken highly of Jake's. Okay. Okay, relax your soul. That's what we've been hearing. More stories are coming out. Or they're going to be stories with proof. Everybody has a story. And just because you want stories to come out on somebody, listen here, stories can come out on all of us. What if stories can come out on you? Relax your soul. Wouldn't you want people to have some proof that you did what they're saying you did? Stories can come out all day long. But relax your soul, whoever you are. If people came out and said you abused them, wouldn't you want them to produce receipts and evidence? Or you just be okay with them bringing out just stories about it? I'm glad you're not easily influenced, Culture. Youngblood said they abandoned him when he was convicted. Who else had a chip on their shoulder because the preachers abandoned someone going through scandal? That's right. So he don't have nothing to lose, Ray. At this point, he's ready to, spill his guts. He's ready to, I ain't got no proof, but I'm gonna tell you what happened. What's up, Leah? Okay, we get it. Relax. You said that multiple times. You're about to get on my nerves. Just a little bit. You're about to get on my nerves. And you're saying victims suffer for life. I understand that, but prove you're a victim. Because did you see the victims? Did you see the proof of victims when he was convicted? When Duane Youngblood was convicted? Because there was victims. Those were true victims. They were victims that were upheld in a court of law. The law said they were victims. See, you got church brain. You have a vendetta. Gotcha, Lady Wisdom. I understand that. I've been on about 40 minutes, Kevin. You said you would confess the facts and defend yourself. You can confess the facts and defend yourself, but if you don't have any proof, it's just your story. But like I said, it's always different. It don't affect you until it's you. It don't affect you until it's you. Until you go through something like that, somebody's accusing you of that, you would want them to come out with actual factual proof. You don't want them to just to tell a story that you abused them, because that would not be fair to you. Lady Wilson said, "Do you believe Reed knew what Youngblood would say on the?" I believe everything. I believe they already talked about everything, Lady Wisdom, before he got on that platform. Larry Reed would not let him on that platform without knowing exactly what he was going to say. This wasn't one of them. He wanted to make sure the interview was going to be damning to T.D. Jakes, in my opinion. Yeah, sign off. Bye. It's not about an attack. What you're saying, relax your soul, is there's going to be more. There's going to be, and what I'm asking you, okay, if there's going to be more, we will empathize and sympathize with more, and we will listen to the story. But we can't just listen to a story to damage somebody's reputation. We need to listen to a story with facts, receipts, and proof that something happened. Goodbye. And don't feel it's an attack because I'm coming at you saying you can't just throw things out there. You're not being attacked. I'm asking you if people are coming out, okay, that's fine. We've been hearing that since the end of the year. It's all coming out of Texas. It's all coming out of this. It's all coming. What has come out of Texas? There's some things that have come out of Texas and have been convicted in a court of law. A debate ain't an attack. Y'all gonna have to stop screaming your points than getting offended with people. Yeah. Why you in your feelings? It's simply right. What's up, Inspired?
No, we just.
You're right, and we can't empathize with an abuser, and that's the thing that's the hard part. We're going after Nicola girl. We're sitting here, taking this story from a continued abuser, and I don't believe the man has been rehabilitated. The Manasseh story fell through the cracks fast. The remake of The Bathroom was weird, very weird. He was in the bathtub. Okay. All right. Yeah, we can have pushback without being attacked. Jealousy is real. That jealousy will eat you up, American Association Against Domestic Violence. Ooh, you got a long name, but you're right. Yeah, that jealousy will have you in a space where you're no longer seeing logical. You're seeing, and then I think, platforms have changed. People, I think everybody is needing clicks and views. People who are rich or say they rich, they down here in the gutter now. He said, how did he get back here again? Well, let me tell you. We got back here again because we have the same person with presenting more accusations through a convicted essayer. A big narcissistic lie. My God, today. Don't you hate when you got to go through all these stuff in your wallet just to find the right card? Clicks and lies. Well, again, I'm not going to say the man lied. I'm not saying, and that's my biggest thing. I'm not saying that he lied. I'm just saying your track record is a little sketchy for us to believe you, and you don't have any proof. He threw him softball. He did kind of coach a little bit and kind of, what's up, Rosalind? Thank you, baby. He did kind of coach a little bit. Oh, I got to finish my drink. I ain't going nowhere. I better give her $10. She put up with me sitting here. Why won't Bishop Jakes accusers file a police report? There's no reports, Lady Wisdom. There's nothing in the courts. It's all just what they did. And when you embellish the truth, I am positive woman. Okay, say there was a phone call, but how he's embellishing it, he's saying, I heard water. I think he didn't even say I think, he said he was in the bathtub. He never said that Jakes told me he was in the bathtub. He just said I heard water. So he was in the bathtub. Jake's never said he was. Again, in the bathroom, 35 years ago, we didn't have FaceTime, so we couldn't see he was in the bathtub. Listen, I believe there is a secret society going on here. And there's always been. You have the group of preachers who know each other's proclivities and they keep it amongst themselves or try to keep it amongst themselves. They have the boys or the girls who don't mind being their concubines and they don't mind being shared. It's a whole Diddy situation within the church. I'm no fool to think that stuff is not going on. Yeah, we barely have cordless phone. How did he get the phone in the bathroom? Marcellus Prim, that man was saying was true. He covered the child of the man. Child for molestation. Yeah. Yeah, I heard on Marcellus's deal. He may have been washing his hands, but he put a little bit more on it. He was in the bathtub. I don't buy the story. Jake's got all the police, news stations, and politicians in his pocket. He big, but not that big. Yeah. You think a certain somebody was a part of the society too. Maybe they wanted to be, though, Jesse, and never really got an opportunity. I think they had their own society going, but I don't think maybe they didn't get a chance to get into that society. We know a lot of these preachers are worth a piece of horse shit, as they say. But the church has put them on a pedestal so many years that we have overlooked a lot of things. Listen here, this frisky whiskey. It's 38 pastors on the list that have been implicated. Well, that's what they say. I ain't seen that. Have we seen court records of that? Or is that just what's been said? Again, just what's been said. What's up, Rejoice? So, listen. Like I said, I want to talk to Mother First Lady elect Youngblood, the wife who has been sticking by him through all this sexual molestations, convictions. That's my man, and I'm sticking by him. That's what she's been saying.
Oh, cracks in it.
Yeah, he has a wife. He has a wife he's been with for years upon years. He's been with his wife since he was like in his early 20s. She's been with him through all these convictions. You said you believed him until he said Bishop was talking dirty while Lady Sarita was laying in the bed. I don't know, Youngblood. You said the Jordans are letting Larry do their dirty work. Well, Johnny Young. I don't know, Lady Wisdom. Maybe that's something we need to investigate. I don't know if he's related to the Youngbloods in New York. Y'all double tap the screen for me, y'all. Over 200 people in here and only 60 likes. Would y'all please double tap the screen and make sure you hit that subscribe button up there. We are now at 18,500 subscribers. right here at the St. James Show. I appreciate you guys. She stayed through prison, stayed through Leah. She stayed through probation violations when he couldn't stay away from the boys and continued to violate. She stayed with them. You said, Ray says, I wasn't clear on whether or not he's still attracted to men or not. A vague question was asked, but not, yeah. He's definitely still. There's no on and off switch, Ray. If you are willing to violate minors to satisfy your sexual needs and fantasies, you don't just all of a sudden just stop liking men. No, you that's what you like. They were friends from kids. She knew he was bi. Well, obviously, and still knows he's bi because he didn't. It wasn't no girls on the docket. It was all teenage boys. You don't believe Jakes would talk like that with Sarita in the room? Yeah, it just sounds really. It's like they're putting a little icing on that thing. Oh, he was talking dirty to me while Sarita was laying next to him in the bed. Get out of here. Get out of here. Well, his mess has been talked about, Sims. I mean, that don't stop him from talking. 15K in less than a year. I did it. Yeah, yes, we did that thing over here, Jesse. We did that thing. What's up, Princess? You don't lose that. I don't know. Kevin, and that's the scary part. I don't know if he would lose that kind of attraction even to, the minors like that because it was just something that he did. So all of a sudden he's out speaking very articulate about it and telling his story and writing books and everything. Nigga, you just got out of prison yesterday. They know, but you got to Jacko. You got to remember they like the lifestyle. They like the not saying that Youngblood was living some kind of, I don't know what kind of lifestyle he was living, but we know that the main characters who are making a lot of money and have a lot of prestige, these wives loves that as well. They have kids. Keisha. I don't know how many. Did somebody? I know they have at least 2. That's why I was concerned. That's what I was talking about last night. You mean to tell me she ain't never been concerned about her own kids? Does he have sons? And somebody pointed out where offenders sometimes don't offend their own, just others. Well, that's not always true. That's why I want to talk to her. What's your thought process here? You've been with this man through all of his convictions. You have children. What's your thought process here? Maybe she likes the girls. Well, that happens too. Admittedly attractive. Yeah. He ain't gonna admit much. He was paid hush money. Sarita loved that. Jackson accustomed to both his sons, but father. I don't know. Well, even when he said, Sharon, I want me to be the only one you sleep with because I don't want to bring nothing back, no disease back to Sarita, to my wife. That just shows you right there, Sharon, you're right. But, even if that was, but when he said that, he never did say if they actually slept together. So I don't know if they slept together or not. There's something on my phone. Oh, I think that's something. Why have a predator on his platform thinking anyone with sense will feel bad? Listen, clicks and views. You put Jake's name in there, clicks and views. Come on, pink collar. Right. And even if Sarita did sit there, so did your funky wife. Right. I think there's something. Yeah. And in all this, everybody, make sure y'all voting. Yes, Inspire. This doesn't trump the necessity of our votes. Ain't none of them credible. Everybody running their mouth. Ain't nobody credible. I'm glad he got some food so he can shut his mouth so he can go on and eat. Two bio, oh, two biological and three adopted or something. His bio wording is confusing. Interesting. So, and he's some kind of credit repair person. Well, it took R. Kelly's daughter a while, right? That she's coming out talking about what her daddy did to her. So she says. So, are we having some? Are we gonna have some conversations with these kids pretty soon? Well, I am Courtney Phillips. That's the only way your story is gonna get some traction. I want to know. He mentioned Brooke, he mentioned Jakes, and he mentioned Watkins. Those are people. Watkins is associated with Jakes, his pastor. So, what about the other men that he probably could have mentioned? They wouldn't give him any traction here. So he got to mention Jakes and Watkins. You said Bishop has been in pulpit under the influence of something. Lady Wisdom, you're a mess. No, Princess, he's not gonna stop until he takes Jakes down, or Larry gets taken down. One of the others is gonna happen. Yeah. He said people in the comments don't take time to research, they just take his word. There's a lot of people who do that. I don't need y'all to just take my word for something. I got a lot of opinions, but if I tell you a fact, that still don't mean you don't need to investigate it. So Larry's holding an ace card up his sleeve so Jace can pay those millions. Well, I think they're looking at it. They're looking at his money. They definitely are looking at his money. Because like I said last time when he was talking about those guys, it was all about pay them off, pay them off, pay them off, pay them off. And it's like, did you talk to these people that they said they would give you a little kickback once they got some cash? Because you keep saying, Jason's just pay them off. And I'm like, you guys are crazy. Let's see, you go down. I missed a lot of. Hey, what's up, Regina? Just kind of recapping our video and talk show. All right. The information is in the description of the video from last night. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Hold on. I just can't tell, Jakes will fight. His reputation is on the line. He's been in homes for the poor neighborhood. And that's what it is. It's like he's kind of doing the work that he should be doing for the community. And you have these people who are, in my opinion, money hungry, ready to take him down by any means necessary. And I'm still trying to figure out why. Why? The team reached out to him and offered him money. I remember that. But we don't even know if that's the truth, though. Because remember, we were supposed to get these lawsuits that never came to fruition. So I don't know. I don't know if that's even the truth. What y'all doing? Move it. Because Jake's rejected Carlton. Now, no, this stuff is going back to Carlton Pearson. I mean, but why? I mean, Carlton was a good man. But why in his death do you feel you need to avenge him for him not coming on a stage and saying something about Carlton? I don't know. I think that's part of it, but I don't think that just can't be all of it, Lady Wisdom. Just can't be all of it. Yeah. Dokovich, you're right. They want that power, that prestige, that everything that comes with it. Because when you have to think about that, when people talk about things, they always mention what they have. They mention what they have. They mention cars and clothing and things of that, where they're renting a home from, and and you have to have money to keep up with, Bishop Jordan and that gang over there. You have to make sure your $30,000 fees are paid. I don't know what kind of, and I believe it wasn't even a long friendship with Carlton. I don't think it wasn't like a 10-year, 20-year, friendships that Carlton had with other people. I think this was more, it wasn't that long of a friendship that they had. Yeah. He was offered $500,000, would have taken it. Yeah. Get tight. No, flow ain't the same. Yeah, maybe he's still trying to get money from that concert and stuff he paid out. Because if I heard right, either they just paid it off or something, if I remember. He said 5 years he knew Carlton Pearson. But okay, is 5 years enough to all this fighting? I don't know if 5 years. You said Brian Keith Williams is not involved in this mess. He put his signature on Youngblood's statement. Okay. But even with that, Lady Wisdom, even though he put his signature on the statement, is there any proof that all this happened? Well, Alice, hold it. Say what you want. Say what you're really trying to say. What you really trying to say there? Other you start talking about, it's very clear that Larry can say, yeah. And of course, I mean, they want us to talk about it but my thing is, yeah, it may put Jake's in a bad light for some people, but like I said, I hope that everyone with a sound mind can actually ask the prudent questions and the most important questions as to, a lot of things can be accused, but can you be so kind? Can you be so kind and provide to us some proofs and receipt, so we can collect, go along with your story. And you even say, even if Bishop Brian Wills or whatever, confirm. What did you confirm? What did that he told you before? He knew everything Youngblood said was all truth. Okay. Maybe Brian Keith Williams experienced it. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he had an experience with Jake's. Maybe that's why he's saying that he can concur with what he's saying. Possibly. Maybe that's the aspect of him saying it's all truth. Because just saying it's all truth doesn't confirm to us that it's all truth. You see what I'm saying? Maybe his experience, maybe Brian also had a similar experience. So he can say, well, since that happened to me, then I can believe you. Yeah. Yeah. So I hear what you're saying, Lady Wisdom, but still I got questions. Why are you confirming that it's all truth? And how do you have the authority to claim that it's all truth? Your experience? Or did you see something happening to Youngblood that you confirm? Just because we like a person, just because a person is credible on other things, we still have to ask the question. Because everybody has an agenda. Whether it be a good agenda or a bad agenda. Everybody got one. And didn't know him to be a liar. Well, I don't know, right? So that's what I'm saying. I'm good. It's always good when someone can confirm what you're saying, but how are they confirming what you're saying? Did he try to kiss me? Did he hug me? Was he in the bathtub when he called me too? That's what I'm saying. How is this confirmation? Did he say he was going to take care of me for the rest of my life? Did Watkins massage me? If that's the case, then okay. But still on that aspect, I don't think we would get any actual proof. Yeah, because we are talking about a time where we didn't have what we got now. Text messages, direct messages on social media. We got FaceTime. We got all this stuff now that makes it really impossible for you to do something and it not be documented. Makes it kind of impossible. So when you're coming out now saying someone did something to you, okay, well, how did this relationship start? Oh, it started on Instagram. Okay, you can pull up an Instagram, you can screenshot Instagram, screenshot Facebook. You can pull up a lot of things that will confirm how this started to make us kind of believe that it went into a direction that maybe it shouldn't have went into. Yeah. Say Jakes need to do something with him before it's gonna be it's the holidays, y'all. People need money. The crooks ain't only robbing your houses, people are blackmailing, people are extorting, people are doing a lot of things. Okay, the holidays, Christmas time is near, filled with volunteers, whatever it is. It says. Let's take his word for it. Yeah. From the western region of Pennsylvania. Yeah, they are. He's all up in the news in Pennsylvania, Lady Wisdom. He's all up in the news. They got all his cases on the news and in the courts. All his violations. They said he was over there at the movie theater in the parking lot with an underage in a compromising position. Then they said he was in the church screwing the boys and sucking and doing all. And all the rooms in the church. All while he was married. Still married. With children. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't like the Jordans, Alice. I mean, that's just what it is. A lot of people don't like the Jordans. people get a little spooky when you can talk about prophecies for money and stuff, even though in their mind that's not what it is, but in our mind, I'll go. Okay. Let me go. There's a mailman coming in to give us our mail. Guess he want to make sure I'm authorized to come in to get into the gate before he just go in there before me and I follow him. Thank you, sir, for being very studious. I need you to make sure. Don't let no scoundrels in our community. Okay? Just let that gate swing open. For every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't like, the Jordans, but me personally, I don't have any. I don't deal with them like that. So I don't, I've known of the Jordans, early in my Veron Ash days when he used to visit Veron Ash here in my city. But I never got caught up with any of that prophecy for money and stuff like that. So I don't have anything against them in that way. I keep all my change in my pocket, all right? Got my bag from my dentist, y'all. Woo, she worked my teeth. Yeah, this is a generation of receipts. These folks be ready to pull them for a coin. Yeah, but pull them. Pull them bad boys. I'm ready for y'all to pull them. I'm good. Get us on your bandwagon. Get us on your, to think the way you're thinking. We don't want to just leave you out there by yourself. But we just can't take your word and demonize the other person. Y'all double tap the screen for me, everybody. Double tap the screen. We're not going to demonize the other person just because you want us to. And like I say, I think people get really mixed up because, like you tell them, what if it was, you that was being accused of something and no one had proof, but they just said, no, you did it. Yeah, you did it. You did it like this, and you did it like that, and this, but no one ever had proof. And we just took their word for it. Would that be fair? That just would not be fair, y'all. Stop. Okay. He's a charlatan. Oh, Lord Jesus. My God. You met Jordan in Vegas with Reverend Run. It was a horrible experience. This is when he had dreads and a big butt. Well, you knew him. You knew him. Yes, you did know him. My God. Yeah. Court doesn't work that way. Neither should the court of public opinion. That's what I'm saying. And Ray, I think we were the aim, the goal was to sway everybody in Youngblood's way and demonize Jake's. And my thing was, no. That's why when someone hit me up and said, go over there and check it out, I wasn't looking at it at the time because there's a lot of things that I don't look at anymore because it's just like, is this truth or is it opinion or is someone told you? Is there any proof? No, there's not. Oh, they're going to go to the police next week, next year, next month. Oh, okay. All right. So they haven't gone to the police. They've been violated, but they haven't gone to the police. Oh, okay. All right. So we just have to believe your word? Okay. All right. Okay. Gotcha. Double tap the screen, everybody. If you're not a member, go ahead and click that subscribe button right up there. Hit that subscribe button right up there. But double tap the screen if you're on your phone. If you're on your laptop or your other device, click that like button for me. It's a waste of time. Yeah, Truthology. I just don't go over there anymore unless it's something that interests me. And even when I gave a little thing, I gave a little seed offering, and he shaded me about it. I enjoyed the conversation that him and Jordan were having. That made sense to me. Some of this other stuff don't make sense to me, so I don't pay it no mind. I don't get into the numbers. I don't get into the this and the astrology and stuff. That's just not me. I don't get into it. Other people get into it and they can have it. And I don't knock them for it. It's just not my thing. When V. Terrell Hill broke out them cards, them tarot cards. Oh, listen here, listen now. That's nice and dandy for you. I'm not interested in your tarot reading. I just don't want it. And respect me because of that. Let's not forget overturned convictions do exist and liars admit to their lies decades later. That is very true. That is very true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He shaded you for an offering. Oh, well, when I gave it, he kind of shaded like, when he said who gave it, he just, which is, I thought it was funny. I never got it back. It never was returned. That's for one thing. It didn't come back to me. I got it back through God's blessings, but it didn't return to me from him. And I don't have a problem with sewing into something that I can connect with. It's just that crap I can't connect with. I don't pay it no mind. I mean, there's stories or something that if I may come on here and talk about, y'all don't get in there. You may not click on right away, or you may watch it later, or you may never watch it. And that's your prerogative. What's up, Nicola? Nicola was in there last night, So, I don't know, y'all. We just got to check it. Me personally, I don't feel that much is going to come out of this story because there hasn't been any proof. I think this is just a story. And there hasn't been any proof. And regardless of who can say, well, I think he's telling the truth. Okay, you can think whatever you want, but if black and white is what we're looking for, we're looking for something that confirmed. What's up, La? I got your email. Thank you so much. Can't wait for it, Stockholm, Sweden. We are going to Stockholm, y'all. Y'all got to get there. We're going on our cruise too in June, and we definitely got to book your cabins, y'all. We're going to have a great time cruising the Mexican Riviera. Eat the meat, but yeah, that's all you can do, Cree, because I mean, if we say everybody is a charlatan or everybody is not right. I mean, there's some right that comes out of wrong at some points in time. We just got to really grab what we can grab and then leave that other mess alone. Yeah. Thank you, Soul Cosmic. It's also started when NASA got a default judgment for his robocalls. And with that whole story, with that robocall thing, that's why he hooked up with Bishop Jakes. To show some good association. That he wasn't a crook. Manasseh wasn't a crook and all this other stuff. That's why he, hooked up with Jakes at the time. Then you come back and say, oh, he tried to have an inappropriate relationship with me. And then throw out some bogus pictures of him in a t-shirt and then put Eddie Long's picture next to it to spin a narrative. Boy, y'all believe anything, won't you? Ray says, basically, Jakes is being accused of having sexual proclivities that aren't in alignment with what a straight married preacher should have and is using his position to pull men. Who else is accused of that? I don't know, Ray. Why Youngblood could not remember how he left the house or how the phone call ended. That was interesting too. Listen. Yes, he didn't feel that was important. It was important that, he remembered of him being in the bathtub. I think I would remember somebody being in the bathtub and then me leaving. How did I leave? What was my process while I was in the car driving home? He said it was late. He had his mother's car. Uh, mm, mm. Nicola say, Ray, you're making too much sense. Uh-huh. The pot calling the kettle. What you say? B. Terrell here had a whole expose of that. What's up, Justin? Goonies. Oh, you behind the times, and Justin, where you been? Check out the video from last night. Do they want Jakes to be gay? Yeah. Yeah. They want Jakes to be gay. They want him to come swinging out the closet looking like RuPaul. They want him, they want all that. Because they had to come out, he needs to come out. Yep. Yeah. See, that's the only thing. That's the thing about it, Lady Wisdom. That's all I'm asking people. And that's all me and Regina was saying last night. Just be a critical thinker. Don't just take this and say that's gospel. Because how I think about it, I wouldn't want anyone to come up to me and say, you did that, or I heard you did that. But then I'll say, okay, prove I did it. Where's the proof? Oh, no, it just said you did it because that person and that person said you did it because you did it. No, it don't work like that. What was the 2-hour conversation about at the table? Well, he said that he was just talking about his life and he finally found a man that he can trust. That's what he said. You just pissing off all these content creators. I don't know why. Yeah, Nicola, they wanted him to come out like RuPaul and say, I'm here, I'm queer, get used to it. If he says, I'm gay and I hit that and he was grown when I did it, then what? Right. That's the whole thing about it, because we haven't heard any underage stuff. It's all been grown men. These accusations that we've heard from Larry have been grown men. And I can't say we heard it from anybody else. Now we've heard it from Youngblood, who was a grown man. He said 18 or 19. But what about the teenagers that you violated and were convicted of violating? Youngblood. Jakes don't have that testimony. He don't have it. Do you think we will keep others from coming forward when the question what people are saying? I don't know. My question, Uncle Paul, still remains. What is the purpose of you coming forward? Is the purpose of you coming forward to help the community and help people realize that what can happen in the church, or what can happen when children are left unattended, even though he wasn't a child, but what can happen when you allow the preachers to spiritually manipulate you? Is that the quest? Is that what we're doing? Or are you telling the story to get a payment, or to hawk a book, or to get some other type of, monetary something off of it? So we don't want people not to tell their story, but it's why are you telling the story? And when you tell your story, you have to realize that people may want to ask you questions in regards to, do you have anything that substantiates what you're saying? Yeah, Breezy. Yeah. He said his dad essayed him, yeah, and his sister. Yeah. That's why I was asking. Is I wasn't too sure, Lady Wisdom, if he said that the dad essayed him as well. But I know he said he essayed his sister, and he just barely started back talking to his sister, I guess. You said they paid him a trust. Yeah, he was 19 and had experience with men. Yeah, he had experience with men well before he was 19 years before his conversation and relationship with Jake's. Then spilled his guts to Jake's about it. And Jake said, let me ride. See, and that's the thing about it. You have to realize that some of the preachers and things are predators as well. And they listen to your stories, and they listen to when you drop the ball and when you let up and let somebody, I ain't gonna say let them violate you, but you have a history of being violated. Some people take that on as you're an easy prey. You're an easy target. And sometimes people tell their story to tell people that Lord, I'm available to you. My will I give to you. I'll do what you want me. Use me. We don't want to think of it like that. But when your mind is kind of warped and you've been essayed and you don't know what's going on, you don't know what true love is, you don't know what true good relationships is, and you see this other man, because like I said in the comments, people were saying that Youngblood was a hot ass. He was after preachers at a young age. And we know what can happen when people have that experience early on. I'm just saying. So he may have been spilling his guts, and it could be that twofold thing, Ray, where Jake's used it as an opportunity, but then Youngblood was using it as a tool to really get close to Jake's. And if it happens, it happens, because that's what he's used to. Yeah, Angie James, we still trying to figure out that. You talking about Jake's, but we still talking about the convictions that you had with the minors. Consider the source at all times, and that's what people don't want to do. Truthology, they don't want to do that. They want to take the person because they have a vendetta against them or they don't like them, and just beat that thing. And I'm sure the people who are accusing Larry are sitting back like, nigga, I know you didn't. I'm just saying the ones that are accusing him are saying, you got your nerve even putting this Negro on your page. Yeah, Melanie. If you look to him as counsel and got hit on instead, yeah, it's a betrayal and spiritual immoral, but has nothing to do with what you did to minors. Should be, yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's trying to throw us off the scent. He's trying to throw us off the scent. Now, we still focus on your convictions. You right, Uncle Paul. Mm-hmm. I'm just reading the comments. I'm sorry, y'all. He said he felt isolated from his dad. He didn't say he was violated. Okay, because I didn't get that either. But Lady Wisdom is convinced. She's convinced. But my thing is, usually people like that. I mean, male, female. I mean, if you're predator, you're just a predator. Pastors can be spiritually abused too. That's what I was saying, because there's a manipulation aspect even in the lay member, where they like the attention of the pastor. They want the closeness of the pastor. They'll manipulate the pastor into something just to get a relationship that way as well. So, it's not always cut and dry, y'all. It's not always the pastor is trying to spiritually manipulate. Some people are used to this. That's their MO. That's how they were possibly violated, and that's how they go. They haven't broken that curse in them. They haven't broken that thing. So that's how they function, how they live. These people take this church stuff real personal. It's religious. It's not spiritual. It's just religious. Has Jordan ever talked about his life before salvation? No, but William McCrae says that Jordan used to be a cross-dresser. I don't know how true that is. William McCrae says it. He said it one time when we was on a live, and I have a short about it. But on TikTok, what William was talking about it. So I don't know, Nicola, exactly what Jordan's. I'd seen the documentary, but that documentary was, I think that was more or less, I don't know, he was kind of a kid, I thought, when he was prophesying and stuff. I don't know. That's what I thought. I thought he was like a kid. They should be reason for you not to violate others because you know how that, right. The same amount again, you think you go somewhere and have a seat. Come on, Clorinda. I mean, sit your ass down and don't get up. Y'all seems odd and fishy. Something in the milk ain't. Yeah, do you know that doggone milk, Keisha? Milk ain't never clean. Y'all double tap the screen. Only 86, 87 likes, huh? Boy, at least I can get 100. Can I get 100? He praised his dad at the end, saying he understands him now. I didn't make it to the end, Ray, so I did. That's facts. I'm a PK. Come on, DeMarcus. Ain't that a mess? He understands him now, huh? Okay. All right. That's good. I'm glad. Does the dad have any convictions, Ray? Have you looked up the dad? Oh, he's dead, ain't he? Is he still living? Has the dad was he convicted of doing that to his daughter? Or they swept that under the rug? They taking pleas left and right at that YSL case, y'all. They petals of a feather flock together, huh? The whole family's sick, huh? Nola girl said the whole family. I don't believe that he was a kid. He dead. Okay. He dead, but he understands daddy now, huh? Okay, you and daddy. I don't mean any harm, y'all, but we watch. He ain't done. I don't think Youngblood is done. Just the way he's talking, multiple convictions, some violations of parole. I don't see anything rehabilitated in him. That's just my opinion. It's not facts, but I just don't see anything rehabilitated in him. He preached his daddy's funeral. Inspired says, I feel like we're living in a society that tries to normalize some stuff that shouldn't be normalized. It's the 45 approach. Yeah. Make folks numb to stuff, and it's just the norm. Yeah. No, he's not, Sage. Listen. No. I don't think he's done. Larry is not going to let him be done. Yeah, F.D. Washington. I remember that even in the documentary. That's how Jordan met. Tried to burn but imagine what Sister Jordan has in her brain. Lady Wisdom. Imagine me. I knew this was you. Let's see. Come join Apostle Youngblood as he prays for the safety of our young men every Saturday, 12 p.m., corner of Homewood Avenue and Kelly Street. The Life Church. See, this is that bullshit I'm talking about. Come join now he's an apostle. You don't went from a bishop, now you're an apostle. Come join Apostle Youngblood as he prays for the safety of our young men every Saturday at 12 p.m., the corner of Homewood Avenue and Kelly Street. Oh, that was right before he went to jail. Boy. So was he praying? Was he trying to assemble some more young men so he can figure out his next victim? These people are sick. These people are nuts. So as he's violating these young teen boys, he's having prayer on the corner for them. Yeah, P-R-E-Y, not P-R-A-Y. Wow. You say, let me say this. If they ever come out on Jordan, it's over. Well, You say Lady Jordan's heart is broken. She's convinced herself to stay connected. Yeah. That was a whole hot mess. He's over there having a prayer visual on the corner right before he go to jail with Apostle Duane Youngblood. I tell you, these folks are crazy. These folks are nuts. And that, so you went to jail and you got totally reformed now. Now you're coming out and you're not taking full responsibility. You're not really putting on Front Street what you did. You trying to justify by saying what Jakes did to you and what Watkins did to you. But you wasn't a teenage boy. Well, you were, considered a grown man. Okay. You got a special place next to Lucifer. Oh, my God. Outrageous behavior, Demeet. I don't know if I feel comfortable saying your name. Demeet. I don't know. I'm not feeling a certain way about that. And the thing about it, we need these kind of conversations, y'all. I love the conversation me and Regina had last night, plus hers on her that she had earlier yesterday. Even Marcellus, the ones who are taking in consideration what's being said, but we're also taking in consideration who's saying it, how it's being presented, and then what part you played in what's being presented. If it's all one-sided, it makes us question. It makes us go back and say, listen, I'm not sure I can just go 100% with you. I understand what you're saying, but let me not use my church brain, as they say, and just ride with you. Let me figure out what's going on. Yeah, like Inspire says, the carnal church sector, a mirror and critique for change. If we don't put a mirror, we'll never see what we ought to really be looking at. We're just looking at you. We're not looking back at us. And I think we need to look back at us when we start listening to this thing and say, listen, how would that affect me if someone said that about me? First of all, do I need to change my behavior? Do I need to not do what they're saying I did? Did I do it? And if I did it, do I need to turn from my wicked ways and do something else? Or am I just going to continue and spiritualize everything and let it just flow under the rug? 45 Brain said, yes, hoo-hoo. That's what they would have us to be, a bunch of 45s around here. Ray, how long was he in prison? I heard 5 years, and then I heard he got 9 more months or something like that for a violation. Now, he One of his convictions were when he was on house arrest with a monitor on his ankle. He couldn't resist it. He couldn't. He just had to have it. He just had to have some young peen, some young booty. He had to have it. He couldn't resist it, and had an ankle monitor on his body. My God. Oh, he did 10 years? 1 year, 10, 5 years, I think. Okay. He's been out 9 months. He's been out 9 months. I don't want you on my show. I don't want you on my show unless you are talking about what you did, your thought process as to why you did it, what you are doing now to not do it again, what therapy have you been actively going through. I don't want to hear you at nobody's church. That's when you can come on my show and talk about it. And you know what? These idiots will put them in the pulpit tomorrow on Sunday. Somebody would. I'm trying to say a year, then 5 years. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm not interested in interviewing you unless we. Now, I want to interview his wife. I want Lady Elect Youngblood. She can send me an email at TheSaintJamesShow at att.net. Or hit me up on Instagram, The Saint James Show. Or X, The Saint James Show. And we can talk. Because I'm very interested in this wife. The judge made strong statements when sentencing him. And usually when they make strong statements, they have a sneaky suspicion you're not rehabilitated. They have sneaky suspicions that you are more than likely going to reoffend. Somebody needs to check his call log today. Somebody needs to check his social media, Instagram, his DM messages today. Yeah, I'm Orlando Brown. Come on, trolls. Do better. You do that every day. And can't be rehabilitated. Somebody needs to check that today. I guarantee if you check today, you might find something that is not too appropriate. Because they like what they like. He like what he like. And if you're on, like I said, he's on there speaking very well, very articulate. He's very, every I is dotted and T crossed. He knows how to relay that message. And those are the scary ones. They know exactly how to deliver that thing to make us believe that it's the gospel. At an emotional probation violation hearing, the morning the county judge, David Cashman's disgust was clear. He said to Apostle Duane Youngblood, he said, he has lied, scammed, and conned me since the day I got the case. Cashman said, a year after he was on probation, he faced new charges. The court has been misled, deceived, and lied to so he could prey on children. Youngblood himself told the judge he takes responsibility for his action, but was himself a victim of sexual molestation as he grew up. When I was 12, I won a singing competition. I was taken to a penthouse and was essayed that night. Youngblood told the judge, I hate myself because I didn't say a word. I wish I had done something to stop it, but I didn't. Yeah, yeah. You did this to these kids. You want to still talk about the past. We need you to focus on the present and figure out how you're going to rehabilitate this. This thing is going to be, transformed in yourself. The judge wasn't having it. I want to see what to type it. The wife is a covert as if he has been rehabilitated. What's up, K. Rich? He's perfected being a predator. He needs life. Rehabilitation is not in him. Larry sees himself in him. That's why he didn't mind him on his show. My God. What a weirdo. What platform does he have a book or something to sell? Yeah, he has books. I think someone said I think Regina said he has one out and he has one in the making or something. 80% of predators reoffend. So this is very interesting. And just by the judge saying, since he got the case, you've lied, you scammed, it's like he's a professional. He knows what to say. He says the right things. He's a professional scammer. And this is the judge said, these judges see all this mess all the time. And the judge, I'm sure, made this statement because he sees what's to come. He sees what's to come. This guy will be back in front of him. Psychopath, yeah. Psychopath. Youngblood said he hated his dad for essaying his sister. That's only half his truth. Yeah. Because I understand that, but no, there's something else in there, Lady Wisdom. There's something else in there. Boy, I tell you. Yes, I'm still old. Oh, my God. Well, we'll see how things work out. Me personally, I don't think there needs to be any follow-up interviews with him. Ain't interested. He ain't going to talk about nothing. He ain't going to talk about a thing. Oh, there's Tanya. You say you watched about 7 minutes of it. Gifts. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Culture. Appreciate you. Thank you for your patronage. So, yeah, vote, everybody. Vote. Tonight, I am going to see the Luther Vandross movie. It is only in selected cities. I did put the information on the community board. If you do have some time tonight and it's in your city, I would say buy a ticket. Let's talk about it. I want to check it out tonight. And vote for who? Vote for democracy. The meat. We're talking about the vote, not the Church of God in Christ vote, none of that. I ain't worried about that right now. We worried about next Tuesday's vote on the 5th. Okay? So do people believe his story regarding TD Jakes? Probably. Some probably do. Some probably do. Yeah. Yeah, I believe I want to see Conclave as well. Inspire. I want to see that one too. I might see that one. Maybe Sunday I'll go. Maybe Sunday. But I'll definitely go see this Luther Vandross movie tonight. Oh, I better get a nap in before I go to that movie. But something like that, I can never sleep on. No, no, no. But I do have to travel to the city that it's showing in because it's not showing in my city. So I got to travel up the road a little bit to check it out. Yeah, that's I'm gonna see that tonight, Giselle. Giselle, thank you so much as well. You are a blessing. What is this mess? Duane Youngblood biography. Duane Youngblood was born and raised in Homestead, Pennsylvania. He is the second son of the third of four children born to Bishop Moses and Sister Sarah Youngblood. In 1983, at the age of 17, he was called into the gospel ministry by the Lord and preached for first time at my home church. I love when they start talking in third person and they forget. He has earned his bachelor's, master's, and doctorate degrees while serving full-time in ministry. Sounds a bunch of honoraries to me. He was licensed to preach the gospel in 1985 and was ordained an elder in 87 by the Greater Emmanuel International Fellowship under the direction of Bishop Quadra L. Wilson. Luther in concert, one of the best. Man, I wish I could have saw him, Giselle. Oh, man. He is married to LaShawn Youngblood. LaShawn Youngblood, could you please come to the front of the church? I got a few questions, LaShawn. And they have two children by birth, Krista and Jeanette. How dare you have the name of my beautiful daughter? It's spelled different, though. Elise, Derek, and Daniel were added by the Lord along with a host of other sons and daughters. He is the founder and senior pastor of the Life Church, which was founded in 1990 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. On Saturday, June 23rd, 2001, Duane Youngblood was consecrated into the sacred office of bishop by the order of the Higher Ground, Always Abounding Assemblies Incorporated, College of Bishops, and the 13th Holy Convocation, Honorable Bishop Sherman S. Watkins. He has authored several books: Life Without Leprosy, Making a Turnaround, A City Where Three Rivers Meet, The Truth Behind the Drug Game, Freedom from Homosexuality, and Moving from Blood to Light. He authored a book from Freedom. I gotta go having a blast. Thank you, Inspire. That's not David Bowie. That's Grace Jones. That's Grace. That's Grace Jones. He done authored a book on freedom from homosexuality. Sounds a little Eddie Longish to me. The spiritual mandate upon this ministry is threefold. First, to see the kingdom Son of God matured and raised to his rightful place in the earth realm. Secondly, to strengthen the local church by providing teaching and training information to equip us for the current times. And thirdly, to reveal the heart of God and unveiling of his kingdom system that replaces the Babylonian, Egyptian, and Greek systems that control the current world. Doesn't that sound just deep? A bunch of book of lies. Bunch of book of lies. Emotional maturity, the key to successful living. Y'all want to buy the book? Y'all want to buy the book? Want to buy the book? Or do you want the freedom from homosexuality? Jesse, would you like the book Freedom from Homosexuality? Huh? You want that book? Hmm? Do you want to be free like Duane? Hmm? See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. This is a bunch of horse. You want a copy? Yes, what? So you can burn it in your fireplace? Oh, child, please stop. Just stop, Mike Moore. Just these folks are wackos. Oh, he ain't free, K Rich. He ain't free. He ain't free. Wow, he in jail. Boy, gone somewhere. He's around the jail, peeping around, looking at Peters and bread baskets and such. Boy, get out of here. Then he said something about Watkins in the bread basket or something. They was over there trying to make a joke. I was like, this stuff ain't hitting. This ain't even funny. Get out of here. My God, today. Who you think will be the next bishop of culture? J. Drew Sheard. J. Drew Sheard, Bishop Sheard, I would like to interview you. I see you going on other people's platforms that don't even have a following. Bishop Sheard. Bishop Sheard. I know, I think I need to go take a nap. Tell you the truth. What's up, Jeff? It's sad because some people run up and behind there and lean into everything he says like a cult. They would run. Well, everybody got a following, Clorinda. Wooten ain't gonna be no presiding bishop. That book didn't help him. Obviously it didn't, John Free. He ain't free, John Free. Why is it that the lay members can't vote? I think they can vote. I thought lay members can vote. I never heard that the culture didn't allow lay members to vote. Why does Larry keep pulling these stories up on Jakes? Because he hates Jakes and he wants Jakes to die. He wants Jakes to come out the closet screaming, you better work it, girl. And Jakes won't do it. Did you see Renee Winston? I saw Renee Winston, but that wasn't a story to me. She was just shouting in church because she got a prophecy. Now, what I will say, that preacher knew that boy got cut. And all of a sudden he has a prophecy for Renee Winston talking about he sees her son getting another contract. That's a little manipulative. He probably knew that the son got cut, and then he comes up with a prophecy. And I don't, but I'm with the boy who was on there telling Jai, listen, you can't tell people how to worship. I mean, come on now. There wasn't no story there. What's up, Gabe Prim? Pastor Prim? No, it's a select group from each church. Really? That's wild. I thought everybody could vote. You mean I joined this culture church for nothing? I joined this culture church and can't even vote? Oh, this is a bunch of mess. Now that's weird. That's weird. And no, Leandria knew she'd been kind of quiet. Maybe she's in rehab, y'all. Maybe she finally went. I ain't heard her. Is anybody? I ain't been on her social media either, but usually I'll hear something, I'll see something. That football prophecy was a mess, but I don't see what the problem was. Yeah, that's who said London. I didn't see the problem either. I think John was trying to make a story out of nothing. Maybe he don't like Renee Winston, but I didn't see nothing. That wasn't a story to me. But I do believe that prophecy, he knew that boy had been cut. So I don't believe his prophecy. Have to be a delegate. Nor she read. Y'all never seen folks. People act up all the time, Anthony. And Renee Winston, She had the viral. That woman was running out the door. Remember that viral thing? She did a prophecy to the woman. The woman ran out the door. She said, "Go get her." I mean, Renee is always with them antics, so that ain't nothing new. Why she jumping over them? Listen, this is what they do. The charismatic church, the Pentecostal church, is very charismatic and emotional. That's what built the Pentecostal church. Only card holders and select delegates can vote. What kind of scam the Church of God in Christ got going on? Y'all already scamming with them doggone rooms. That's what somebody was. I really want to go, but I am not giving them that money for those rooms. No, I can build my own room. But it sounds like for that whole week, they are in Memphis is in the Church of God in Christ pockets. So you're not going to get a room outside of the Church of God in Christ for a reasonable price. Drive so crazy. Yeah, I didn't understand that. That was kind of weak to me, weak content. That particular one, I was like, I don't see nothing here in Winnie Winston. You said, I think it was a stretch in exposing fake prophecies and that lady's history of fake stories. Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe that's what it was. You really itching for some news about it. She is. Ain't she though? She wrote something about Leandria? Memphis. Yeah. Did I say something else? Yeah, we love antics, K Rich. We love all that going on, you know? We like all that. So she just giving us what we want. Anger issues. So you gonna be in Memphis, Jeff? Okay, Jeff, I need you to be my correspondence, okay? I need you to be my correspondent, Jeff. I need back-to-back correspondence, all right? You know how you be hitting me up. I get an Airbnb, huh? But I can't. I think it's the same weekend as my cousin's birthday party in Napa. I can't miss that. I can't miss it because I'm supposed to be in. Once going to go to Vegas to Noel Jones's conference too, but I have to go to my cousin's deal. They make you go through Koja to register in those rooms. Yeah, minimum of 5 days stay. And they want their money. I hear they want their money up front, John Free. They want their cash. That's what William was over there asking y'all for that money because I think that he had to pay for that room. You have to pay for the entire room, right? For an entire week up front. She apparently has a church and preached about sending the daughter to college with no money. She gave her 41. I seen that. Yeah, she has a church here in California. Like I said, she had like a beauty salon here too in my city. I got you. Okay, thank you. It's not a good area, yeah. I wish to have some history, which is why he rolled his eyes at the situation. You know, Jives be picking these fights with these people. They said that's not true. What's not true? They do the same thing every year. I know, but I wanted to go and check it out. We definitely would do a fashion review, I'm sure. And the people done spend all their hard-earned money getting over there to the convocation. I'll get there. Hopefully, I wish they would just go back to St. Louis. St. Louis was a little bit more. I like St. Louis better. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yes, the week 2000 is what William said. He was crying so hard and being mad because folks tell him to say thank you. Listen, I mean, I can't force you. I can't beat y'all up and then say, give me money. I just think how this thing works around here. And like I said, the playing field is different. People are stretching their money a little bit wider and around a little bit more than just one particular person now. People are supporting multiple people. You know, people give me a little change. They may give Regina a little change. They may give Larry a little change. You know, people are stretching their dollars a little bit further these times. Yeah. Leave Sir alone. Jeff be on Sir's net. No, just deposit, then pay when you get there. I don't know. They might beat me down when I get there. I like Bishop Shear. They should be beating me down. I always say Shear 2024. We reviewed. I was talking to one of the people we reviewed. St. Louis is more convenient and more hotels around the venue, but they don't have the restaurants. Okay. So we gonna go there for the restaurants? Or we going there for the convenience of the people? We gotta have the restaurants, even though I know that. But St. Louis has decent food, right? What's up, Aaron? Y'all double tap the screen for me, everybody. Double tap the screen, hit that like button. I gotta get off here in a few minutes. Yeah, I know we love to eat. We got to eat, especially after service. Is the problem, John, that there's like nothing open after the service? You know how Kojic ends late. You know, you got to have your evangelist fire or whatever that fire is Dorinda does. You know, that's late. The late musicals and concerts. Why you think wouldn't be elected? Maybe the corn issue. Wooden is not on the board yet. He's running for the board, right, Rita? He's running for board this term. Memphis and St. Louis food both are nasty. Oh, okay. Wooten. Are you speaking of Wooten or Wooden? Wooten is in St. Louis, right? Wooten is in the Carolinas, right? You talking about Wooten? Wooten? I don't know. I don't know Wooten. William says he shouldn't be reelected, though. He's the one talking about he got a P. Is that the one who said he got a P? Wooten said he got the P or something over the pulpit. Yeah. But Patrick Wooten is in the Carolinas, right? Wooten can be reelected. I don't know that man. He and his vocalist, Patrick. We know Patrick. We just know that Wooten to be peeing, talking about he got a pee. Yeah, and his wife ate corn. I remember that. Yeah, they tried. Was that their stick or something? I don't know. It was just crazy. Yeah, he needs to stay on social media. I don't know. I'm going to be excited to, kind of talk about the Church of God in Christ and see what happens at the convocation. Bishop Sheard he's going strong with doing a lot of interviews, though. I see him on a lot of platforms doing interviews. Wish he come over here. Maybe I'll reach out. You never know. He needs to stay on. Yeah. Yeah, there's a Wooten and a Wooden. Yeah, there's two different ones, Kevin. One's in St. Louis, and the one we always hear about is in the Carolinas. Patrick. Yeah. There's two different ones. And he is old. That Wooten is really old. He ought to go somewhere and sit down. That's what I'm saying. They shouldn't be dying off the board. After a certain age or if you've Bishop Blake, the Parkinson's and the health, then no, you can't. He did right by resigning. He did right. And that's what a lot of these other ones should do. Wooten is one of them. Something needs to be done about Wooten. Well, I don't think nothing will be. He's a good Republican to the grave. That's the Kojic way. Just die off. He said, I hate that William didn't maximize when he was the only person. Man, William probably could have had his own talk show or something by now. If he really, really, really would have put it. He was in movies. He was in a couple of movies. He could have been still probably doing movies with Tyler Perry. Or what's Tyler Perry movie? Or that other guy? It may have been that other guy that did. But they did that movie. And then he was supposed to be he was supposed to be a friend, I believe, on the Atlanta Housewives. Yeah, I think he was supposed to be a friend on the Atlanta Housewives. They're not messing. They leave Sir alone. No, we just saying we're not speaking ill of him. No, we're saying that he could have really taken off and been not even worried about money at this point. for where he was, starting this thing and where he was and the opportunities that he had in the beginning. Wooten Pass, yeah, I thought people were mispronouncing. Yeah, see, no, people were not mispronouncing his name. It's Wooten and Wooten. Yeah. Yeah, he's extremely talented, but you have to mix talent with a good business sense, and you have to have the right people around you. Blake's resignation was forced. There's an age limit, and that bishop that represents the general city wouldn't allow Blake to stay past. But Blake wasn't going to. Trust me, Blake is Hollywood, Ray. Blake knew he was sick. Charles Jr. knew he was sick. They weren't going to allow him to be embarrassed, shaking and stuff at the. So that wasn't, regardless of age limit and stuff, Blake was getting out of there. We from Hollywood, Ray. We have got to live up to a certain standard. He's very intelligent and wise. Yeah. So even though there may be age and all, he was getting out of there anyway because he was sick. You got to remember, Blake is Blake. He probably could have manipulated that thing to stay in. Could have changed some bylaws, changed something. Yeah, Blake is very smart. Yeah, I saw that, Faith Wisdom. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely. Well, William is in law school, so hopefully, be a lawyer. Oh, Wooten isn't running anymore? Oh, that's interesting, Gary Prim. No, that's good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Blake had money way before Kojic. Well, he's always been Kojic, so I can't say way before Kojic, because his dad was a Kojic bishop. So he's always been Kojic, but I think he had money way before he became like bishop. He had the people in his church giving big tithes, building edifices and building, different buildings around the church, businesses and stuff. Yeah. Did Andre Caldwell make Wooten drop out? I don't know. Then nobody takes Andrew Caldwell serious though, Faithful Wisdom. I mean, Andrew Caldwell couldn't make nobody do nothing. Okay. Nobody cares about Andrew like that. He's not holding any weight or causing any people to make any decisions regarding their personal or professional lives. Absolutely not. That is not something that he has the power over. I only worked half a day today. And then I went to the dentist. Got that taken care of. I had to go back to my old landmark. I had to go back. I wasn't going to that mess I went to last time. I went on back to the dentist I'm trying to get away from, just to get my cleaning and everything done. So I got 6 months to figure out a new dentist. But I went to Sam's Club and there was so many people. And I'm like, why aren't you guys at work? I don't understand why you guys are not at work. It is Wednesday and it was so packed in there. It was wild. He and Wooten wife are best friends. He sits right up front with them on Sundays. Baby. But you know what? They probably want to keep him close to keep him under subjection, to tell you the truth, Faithful Wisdom. Sometimes you got to keep people like that are a little touched. You got to keep them close just in case they may flip out. Got to be ready. You got to be ready to act. Because Andrew is a character. So some people, thank you, Rita. They're best friends. They'll let him think whatever he wants to think. Long enough they can control him at a certain point. When he start wanting to get, all right, sit down. He gotta be right there next to him. So call them best friends if y'all want to. but I know church people. Okay, I know how they deal with the little mentally disturbed. You got to keep them close. Andrew Fraudwell. That is Dr. Andrew Fraudwell to you, Nicole C. Doctor. They might be open doors. He might be getting some change out of them. He ain't got no money. He really milked it, 2014 for a few years with the social media thing. But if you look at his lives now, he don't be getting them live numbers like he used to get. I mean, the antics we know his antics. They're all fake. They're not funny anymore. I mean, we loved it when he told people off and did all that, but I don't think it's funny anymore. It's just Andrew. Another board member from Oklahoma has dropped out. Okay. I see. They just dropping out, huh? They dropping out. I see Shit is doing a lot of interviews though. I'm trying. Shit, where you at? You can come and talk to me. Come and talk to me. I really want to know you. I really want to know your name. Yeah. Thank you so much. I sending back replies to y'all who sent a little donation. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I do. I'll call him Doctor, all right. Doctor my ass. He's a proctologist, Nicole. What's the plan for this weekend, everybody? It's Halloween. I know we got a bunch of Hallelujah Fest going on. What's up, Teddy? Hallelujah Fest going on Thursday. Tomorrow's Halloween, right? Yeah. I'm going to a play tomorrow. You're cooking this weekend. I'm going to probably do some gumbo this weekend, getting ready for the holidays, because I want to do some gumbo online, and I want to cook with some people online. I need about 3 of y'all that are willing to cook with me. I need 3 of y'all. Ribs and lamb. I'm not a lamb person. I don't like that gamey stuff. I don't know. I don't want no lamb, no veal. Attending a Harvest Fest. Yep, got a bunch of Harvest Fests going on. Hallelujah nights. All that good stuff. You voted last night. Good, Teddy. Vote. Yes. Matter of fact, I need to get my ballot out of the car and fill that out. I may fill that out with y'all. I'm going to fill that out with y'all. A bunch of parties and going to the Pistons game. So you well now? I know you was on your bed of affliction, Jesse. God has healeth thee. Starting holiday shopping. Isn't that just wonderful, Nicole? I seen so much stuff in Sam's Club I wanted to get today. But I said, you know what? I ain't finna load my stuff up. Let me get what I need and get up out of here. You got choir rehearsal tomorrow. Okay. Might have a drink. No drinking. We don't drink over here at the St. James Show. There's no drinking. You really want to put up your Christmas tree? Are you going to put it up before Thanksgiving or right after Thanksgiving? I know some of y'all be itching. My ex and my daughter, they have a tree year round. They just change it every month to something else. They've had a tree year round for years. I don't know why. It's like, y'all just, I don't know. I'm still sick, but we still see. You stay at home. Keep your cooties at your house. You drinking right now. All right, y'all. I have to get off here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that, double tap the screen for me. Hit the like button. Subscribe up there. It says subscribe in red. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are at over 18,500. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining and being members. And if you're not a member, please hit the membership. Hit the membership link on our page and become a monthly member of the St. James Show. That shows me you are a supporter as well of the St. James Show, and you have access to member-only lives And there's a couple of y'all making some of y'all. I'm gonna make a lot of y'all mad. I'm gonna start doing some lives where only members can comment. Ooh, y'all gonna be so mad, and we just gonna be on there forever too, and only members can comment. I'm gonna just piss y'all off. That's okay, but you know we have some giveaways for the month of the month of November and December, so we'll be giving away to our members. So you want to be a member, especially for the months of uh, November and December. Okay, all right. So get ready, get ready, get ready, as Daddy Jakes would say. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. See, Candace likes to put, not only does she a regular supporter, you know, monetarily, but she likes to put some colors on them. She likes to put some colors on those the chats as well. I appreciate you, Candace. If you say you like that, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make everybody mad. Only members gonna be able to comment. So you better make yourself a member, especially for the month of November and December. All right, because we about to hit November this weekend. On Friday is November. Ain't that crazy? That is wild. How Friday is November. We just flew. We flew through October. Flew through this year. Oh my God. All right. See y'all. Love you. Be good.